I don't know if it's just me, but how often do you realize when a day goes wrong and it like stresses you out? We fail to realize like or capture when days go right, or like you buy additional time, or if something gets canceled or like moved around and you get to buy an extra hour, or when you come home and you find your glasses in Wesley's bed untouched. He didn't even chew them. There are no bite marks, but they were literally dead center of his. So as I was saying, fairly unpredictable day, but there was like a lot of things that worked out in my favor. So I checked in with my coach from Team Pro, and I have an impromptu refeed today and tomorrow, and less cardio. So like quick refuel means I had to like reformat my meal plan for the day, but I am not mad. Not mad. Showing you guys later tonight, I'm gonna be making peach cobbler Proyo bowl. I know. And Jay and I are going to be going to Target's quick Target run, which is always fun, always super dangerous. Target just gets you, and it's patiently waiting for us. And we don't have a coffee maker. I know. And who knows? This may be a 2-day vlog because Jay and I are going to do our weekly like date night. Yes, we take a weeknight and we go eat dinner from here. We bring dinner and we take it to like a nice setting, and we pretend that we're either at a restaurant or that it's date night once a week on a weeknight. So I hope this vlog is worth watching. I always want to make sure I include like the whole spectrum of fitness and life, and I don't know, balance. Day in the life tomorrow would be kind of cool. So we'll see where this goes. First, I have a meal quick. I have to finish up work. So you're gonna see egg crepes often if you continue to follow me. If you end up following me for a while, you're gonna see that I like sweet eggs, like egg crepes. You're gonna see it often. So this one in particular is 6 ounces of egg whites, and then I kind of make it like a pancake style, cinnamon in the middle with stevia. And then it has 20 grams of sliced banana, PB Fit, and then 10 grams of walnut butter. That's this guy right here. Telling you, don't knock it until you try it. It's pure protein, it's your sweet fix. You can make it high volume, add different fruit. We winning. So if you see me drinking out of this cup often, I usually just pour from my jug. So this is the way I measure my water to make sure I'm getting enough water in for the day. But when I'm like sitting doing work, this is so much easier. So I start the day with pre-workout inside this cup, and then I transition over to just drinking straight out of my jug. So I'm on my last one, and it's like about this full. So I'll finish this. We'll be picking up my laptop later for just a little. We have come to the conclusion that it is time for coffee and a quick Target trip before dinner. Got this guy some caffeine. Fortunately, Wesley cannot join us. Okay, so every time I record in my car, my podcast in the background is always, there's always a podcast on. We are headed to Starbucks. If we go to the one by the freeway, there's the vitamin shop. And that means I can get some energy drinks. I think I made our decision.
Okay.
So, no surprises here. Triple tall Americano with steamed soy milk.
I got chocolate milk. Just kidding.
It claims it tastes like chocolate milk. Free vanilla and nitro.
Yeah, it tastes just like chocolate milk.
No pastries for today.
No, I'm actually on track today.
And I will be using pumpkin spice by Sweet Leaf. So next stop,
iRobot.
you see her. You see the logo. She's here. Okay, so I feel like we should set an item limit and a time limit. Item limit, time limit. We have to leave with a coffee maker, because if we don't, then like what are we actually doing? We just leave with an oatmeal bowl, like a new bowl. Also need some like makeup. I know, but I feel like if we're just like eye on the prize.
Coffee maker.
I also want to try their coconut rice. I know. Tupperware. And there was something, I don't know. We'll just go. She's waiting. This beautiful halo.
I forget the true reason why we're here. Mr. Coffee.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep, Mr. She said she wanted a Mr. Coffee.
That's just the craft. You're gonna film something. Okay, so I have the oats, the protein powder, cinnamon, stevia, and pink salt, and then I'm gonna add 1 serving of Trader Joe's cookie butter. So that's gonna be 30 grams for 11 fat, 16 carb into this bowl. Alright, so next I have 4 ounces of frozen peaches. So these are from Trader Joe's. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of cinnamon and throw it into this hot pan. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let that kind of simmer. It becomes like kind of like a syrup. I went ahead and cut up the peaches just a little bit to create like bite-sized pieces, and we'll kind of like let it do its thing. Meanwhile, I'm gonna add all of my ingredients to my protein shake. So I'm gonna do 2 grams of xanthan gum, a little bit of stevia, and get it ready for milk and ice, but we probably won't do that till later. Okay, so once the peaches are kind of like de-thawed and glazed, we're gonna take our cookie butter oat protein mixture and go ahead and dump it in there. Okay, so the peach cobbler mixture is ready. You kind of know when it gets a little bit crispy on the sides and gets like fully kind of like mended together. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this cobbler into the small bowl. We're gonna put the ice cream into this bowl. It is ready to blend. I have the half a scoop of level 1, 2 grams of xanthan gum, stevia, and then I also added a little bit of almond extract to make it a little bit more flavorful. So we're gonna go ahead and blend that. Put this aside so it cools down, because if you put this on top of the ice cream, it'll just melt. Head into 10 ounces of unsweetened almond milk. And then a pro tip is always stir it prior to adding ice and blend, just so it doesn't clump up on the bottom. Okay, so finished product, we have the vanilla ice cream. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the bowl, put it in the freezer, still allow this guy to cool down just a bit before we top it, and then we will put it together. I'm sorry, but what?
Excuses got me jaded. I see that you never
Yes,
grew from
ma'am.
cracks off in the pavement.
Okay, so finished product, we have the peach cobbler Proyo bowl with a little bit of cinnamon I added, and then some whipped cream, obviously.
I wish you would listen to the thing in your
chest. I got wrapped up in your mess.
So, if you're anything like me, ice is like an essential. It is a non-negotiable. And last night, Jay and I made our protein ice cream bowls. And I wake up today to fill my jug, and there's no ice. And then we go back, prep for my call, do the call, and then we train. And Jay is off today, so we might even train together. Check. Literally like the grocery trip of the century. I have 4 ices, 2 Powerades, unsweetened almond milk, and shredded lettuce. So first of all, this orange hue, that it actually looks like an autumn fall evening, like in New York or something. A real thing. Like it is actually orange outside. Like the California smoke and the fires and everything is like ridiculous. Like there is ash on my car. Off of my Zoom call and Jay disappeared. I have no idea where he's going. I think he wanted to try the outside gym, so he might have like traveled. I'm gonna go train for about an hour and a half, and then I'm going to head back. My client check-ins are coming in, so I'm gonna do some check-ins, finish up work for the day, and then Jay and I have a date planned later, so you'll be seeing our weeknight wonder. And pre-workout meal is 2 ounces of sweet potato with PP Fit, shredded chicken with taco sauce, and asparagus and mustard. Not mad about this at all. It is day 2 of refeeds, so sweet potato, all the sweet potato. I'm trying one of my bucked up energy drinks that I got yesterday. Super excited about that. And in case you're wondering, this is actually how it's eaten, all in one bite. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. People wanna talk that talk in reality. You have not seen me in action. You think the come up comes overnight. You ain't behind the scenes. Trust me, these things don't just happen. No shade at Gerald, but G's don't come easy when you tryna eat out producing and rapping. I read that contract you sent me to sign, but excuse me, I can't help myself, I'm just laughing. Hey, you tryna cut out a piece of my pie, and I asked you politely, what's it that you offer me? Yeah, I produce all my own beats, and I have no intention of losing my publisher. Yeah, independent individual, boy, I've been eating off passive residuals. Yeah, let's be professional. Thanks for your time, but I had to decline at that principle. I've been scheming up a plan, hey. I've been saving all I can, hey. You could call me David Ramsey. The way I handle these bands, hey. We ain't messing with the old model. New era, new kid, we full throttle. Just know that the come up is not a flaw. My amigos, they focus, know what to do. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. Stack and put it back in it. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. Stack and put it back in it.
Yo, look, I ain't saying that I'm rich, cause if I'm honest, I have never been. But when I look at all these other kids, I feel just a little bit ahead of them. You should know the business is competitive. There's a lot of people that I'm better than. Even veterans ain't got the knowledge I do. I've been reinvesting all I ever spent. Stop pretending like you poppin'. Who been out here making profit? Told my mama that I got this. I wonder if she noticed what my job is. I don't know how I'ma make it, but I know no matter what, I'm finna find a way. All my homies finna eat and I ain't letting no one on my team look at an empty plate. Yeah. Went from a boy to a man, ayy. Every day been making plans, ayy. They don't really understand, ayy. Gotta look out for the family.
It's okay.
We're waiting some overtime, but remember when we scheduled this? It's called.
So hopefully you guys have some updates. Hopefully.
After I get it, I reinvest. Stack and put it back in it. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest.
I'm doing this new thing where I have committed to, no matter what the day is or what my work schedule looks like, I get up every day at 5 a.m. Every day. One day a week where I do not set my alarm and I allow myself to sleep. Usually it ends up to be on Saturday, because Saturday is really the only day that I'm like not doing any structured work. Jay and I recently committed to a wake up time and our last meal. And I'm honestly, like, in the moment, I'm not gonna lie, like last night, I was in the middle of like workload, like so into it, and then we looked at the clock and we're like, last meal. I woke up at 5 a.m. I got myself some groceries. I got myself a coffee. I made myself a coffee. I got ahead on my calendaring. Like, okay. It got to the point where like my day would end and I would still have like 4 or 5 things to do. Or I felt like it was just tornado, to where like almost every night I would make a comment as soon as I sat down. I was like, this is the first time I've sat down all day. And so Jay and I looked at each other and we're like, well, we have full control over like what time we wake up, what time we go to bed, like to allow rest and recovery. It is a priority. So what I was trying to say was a very productive day because it started early and I got everything I wanted to done, which was great. And so now we have time for a weekly date night. So I am meal prepping per usual. I am in a season of accuracy, so I'm going to make my dinner, and then Jay actually wants to go get pokey downtown Main Street, so I'm going to bring myself a little picnic dinner. We're gonna get him poke. Jay and I are really big on date nights, like one during the weekend and one during the weeknights. It just is a complete separation of work, all things life, and being able to like prioritize it, put it on the calendar, decide what day it's gonna happen. It just like, it's the experience of going out. You start to eliminate the attachment to like, I have to get food or a drink, or I have to spend $150, or when I go out I have to like overindulge on a menu item, or experiencing a restaurant without having the pressure or like the emotional attachment to food or money or drinking. Or so Jay and I are huge fans of going out on a date or experiencing a restaurant without having the pressure or like the emotional attachment to food or money or drinking or whatever. Don't get me wrong, we love going to restaurants, we love traveling, we like getting our cocktails, 'tis the season, yes, but like it doesn't have to be about that. Like being together, and I don't know, who doesn't like sitting downtown with like street lights and enjoying dinner outside? Like obviously if I'm not partaking in the dinner, we still go. So that's exactly what's happening tonight. We kind of have a routine. We go down, we get a soda, we pack a lunchbox, we find like a nice table or bench. Sometimes if like there's like open patio seating that's like very casual, we'll like steal a table. But Jay usually picks like a restaurant or like a fast food place that we can sit outside. Or like I said, we just find a good bench. Wesley can come. It's super important for us. So we technically try to leave our phones behind, even if it's just like in the car or whatever, but we try to just be together an hour tops. Doesn't have to be like a whole night event. And so that's what we're doing tonight. I will show you what I'm bringing for my dinner. It's not super exciting. Nothing new here. Ready?
Yep.
You ready?
He's ready.
You want to go for a walk? It's like a swear word. Okay, so literally how I'm building this bowl, I have prepped chicken. So this is like the meal prep chicken. It's basically grilled chicken, hot sauce, salsa, peppers. And then I have veggies. So I already had asparagus earlier, so I'm gonna have zucchini with this bowl. And then I have shredded lettuce. I'm gonna be doing a full egg on top. I always put in a little bit of jalapenos. You'll start to learn I really like spicy stuff. No surprises here. And then I'll usually cook the meat and the veggie with the tomatillo salsa. Okay, so I have the chicken and veggies, and then I'm gonna do 3 ounces of jasmine rice. Okay, so egg is cooking. I separated the chicken just for now. I usually do lettuce, chicken mixture, egg, and then more lettuce, and then rice on top. And then mustard.
looking at me sideways. I can't take no days off. They know I can't. Lately I've been in a different mind state, and I got them tripping. I've been making hits, I don't got no time for misses. Shawty wanna ring, and she tryna be a missus. I've been so ahead, I don't think y'all really get it. They been taking L's, they can't see how I've been winning. And I got a drip, so they see me making waves. They don't even see how many.
So Jay could not get pokey because they closed early because of this awesome weather. We have sips secured. I got my Diet Dr. Pepper and he got one of the big cans.
I'm a big boy.
Coming in strong. We ordered sushi and there's patio seating. So I'm like, do you allow a dog and a farmer's salad?
We've been chilling by the ocean. Now I got a big drop top and I'm rolling.
When Wesley just jumps out of the door when we open the car, this is what happens. We quickly assess him back in the car and then we stand there and watch him through the window. Parents of a puppy. When he was little, he used to jump out of the car and just like run into traffic. So there's got to be some boundaries.
Yeah, solid 10 stones, look like breath mints. Yeah.
Got us here.
We ordered a beer so we could sit at the table.
We did.
So it's to Jay's beer.
That's right.
And zucchini.
I've been going till the lights out. Got my